Hey guys, this is Thomas of Southern Outdoors Fishing. Hope you all are doing alright. So today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to think about the kids in this video. We're going to think about what we can do to help the kids catch a few more fish. I'm going to show you a rig today on what I like to use. It's a little bit different than just using a plain old bobber. Alright, this rig is called a slip rig bobber. It works very well. You can use it on all types of fish actually. But today we're going to focus on panfish. Now I'm going to show you how to rig up this little slip bobber. So let's get busy, guys. Alright guys, so this right here is the rig we're going to be making. This right here is your slip bobber. This is a very cheap, inexpensive way to make this. The bobber is really the most expensive thing you're going to have to get. You can find them pretty much anywhere, your crappy section at Walmart, anywhere like that. So this is what we're going to be making. I'll show you how to do it. Alright guys, so this is what you're going to need. You're going to need a bobber stop of some kind, whatever your choice may be. I like these right here, they work pretty good. You need 2 beads. These beads, of course, got holes in them so you can run your fishing line through it. You need a bobber, a slip bobber. This one's got a little weight on the end of it, and it's got a hole all the way through it. You'll need a swivel, whatever size swivel you want. This is just a regular swivel that I got, just have. You need a split shot if you're going to use a hook with bait. If you're going to use a hook with bait, you'll need a split shot of some kind, to weight it where you can get that hook out there, because it's going to be real light without that little piece of split shot there. You got your split shot. You may need actually 2. It just depends on how much weight you got on your hook. For your hook, you could have, this is just a little small long shank hook. You can use whatever kind you like, but you can use whatever kind of bait you want, minnows, crickets, grasshoppers, worms, whatever you want to use on that. Or you can use a jig of your choice, whatever kind it may be. We're going to put the jig on. If you're going to use the jig, you will not need these 2 items, which is the hook and a split shot. So just to let you guys know that, and then you can adjust your leader between here and either the hook or the jig here. So just to let you guys know that. So I got my little Mela 2. This is the Mela 1000. Good little reel, and then I got my Ranger, my KastKing Ranger. It's a telescopic rod, great little rod. I love this little thing. I can take it anywhere. First thing you want to do is put on your bobber stop. And the way you do these, you just take and thread the line through the little black piece. Just thread your line through there, and then you want to slide. Here's the end of the line right here on this with this hand. You want to take and pull this string off this little piece of pipe here. Pull it off towards the reel, and tighten it down just a little bit. And then you can take and pull this pipe thing here off. Okay? You set it to the side or throw it away or whatever you want to do. Just take your bead, one of these little beads, one of the 2 beads that you got, and thread it on here. Alright, so now you got the string on there, the bobber stop, and the bead. Alright, next you want to take your bobber, and you want to thread it on there. And just to mention, you want the weight, if it's got a weight on the end of it, which most of them do, you want it on the lower end. You want it on the side that's going to be going in the water. I got my bobber stop, I got my bead, and I got my bobber. Next thing You want to put on your other bead. You want to put that below the bobber. All right, now you got to have a leader. So you got to figure out how deep you want the bobber or the bait to go down in the water below the bobber. So I've got my swivel, and I'm going to take and I want about 3 foot below my bobber. 2.5, 3 foot. I'm going to cut a piece here, and I'm going to tie my swivel on. So now what I got my bobber stop, I got my bead, there's my bead, I got my bobber, I got my other bead, and I got my swivel. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece of leader and we're going to tie it to the bottom of that now what we're going to do is take this piece of leader and tie it to the other side of the swivel. And then I'll tie my jig on. Now just a little side note, if you are using a jig that's really light, you may have to add a split shot. But I'm using I think it's an 1/8 ounce head or 1/16 ounce, something like that. And it's plenty heavy on this light line I got. I think this is 6 or 8 pound mono. Plenty heavy enough to get this thing down there. So now what I want to do, I want to finish this right here. So I don't really want this bobber to go up and down a whole lot. I'm going to take and slide this on down a little bit so it has a little bit of room to work, you know, make a little racket to move that jig up and down in the water column. But you don't want a whole lot, just enough to get it to move. Unless you really want it. I mean, you can run it where it goes, you know, 20 feet down, and that's no problem. But that's not what we're going to be doing right now. This is just for, you know, pretty close to the surface type scenarios. So I'm going to take and you got your 2 strings here on each side of this little bobber stop. Pull it tight. And then you want to cut these ends here off. And you can pick these up at pretty much any tackle shop. Most of them have them. And they're cheap. That's what I like about them. They come in all different colors. What we got here is a bobber stop, which you can slide up and down on your line. You know, once it gets wet, it's a little bit easier to slide actually, but you can slide it up and down to give you more action if that's what you're going after. This is your setup, guys. The bobber stop, the bead, the bobber, the second bead, the swivel, your leader, down to your jig head or your jig. So hopefully this will produce a fish or two. I just want to show you how to rig this up so you can take that special kid, young adult, and hopefully get them out in the water to have some fun. And this is one great way to go fishing and have a lot of fun. Pan fishing can be very enjoyable and very exciting. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I can't go down on the pond right now. It's starting to rain. So we're not going to worry about that. But I did want to show you how to make this rig up. So hopefully you can get out there and catch more fish and enjoy the water. Please be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and go back and look at their playlist. There's all types of how-to videos and much more within this YouTube channel. Alright guys, till next video, y'all take care, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out guys.